4 friends and I made an egg hunt inspired game for a 10-day game jam event on Roblox. Will we finish on time and honor the egg hunt tradition, or will we fail and have nothing to show? The first thing to do was gather a team. Team sizes were limited from 2 to 5 people, so I wanted to make things as easy as possible by having the largest team size allowed. My first pick was Phoenix. We had already been working together for years, so it was an obvious choice. Specifically, he will bring his experience in making puzzles to the table. My second pick was Rick. We had been talking and playing some games leading up to the event, and he had already demonstrated some of his building skills to me with one of his projects. My fourth pick was Skeleton. I had been helping him learn programming recently, and his improved skills would come in handy here. At this point, our team had 4 members. We had just about everything you needed to make something cool. However, we wouldn't have much of a chance of winning if we only had 4 people. Luckily, an old friend reached out via Twitter messages. A French spider, known as Sinead, wanted to join our team, just in time too, and soon we got together in a Discord group chat to prepare. We decided to brand the team as Skelebunch, because all of us have one thing in common: we got bones. Anyway, we all put on skeleton outfits and got ready to jam. Unfortunately, Roblox had other plans. They decided to delay the game jam for 1 week, so we just kinda sat around. When Friday finally rolled around, it was time to get back together. Immediately, we started planning on a Google Doc. The given prompt was, make your dream game. Not quite an idea sparker, so we decided to take it literally. How about a game about dreams? We knew we wouldn't be the only ones to do this, but maybe we could use it as a baseline. Several hours later, we had a game planned out from start to finish. Your grandpa has created a machine that allows you to enter anyone's dreams, but mysteriously, he has disappeared. You play as his grandchild who tries to enter the machine in order to find him. There are 5 levels, each with 5 pieces to collect. The goal is to combine the pieces into a skill, such that you are stealing skills from these dreams. For example, the first dream is Phoenix's dream. You collect keyboard keys and assemble a keyboard that can hack into stuff. You've stolen his skill of programming in order to advance to the next zone. But soon, you realize the potential of these powers, and it leads you down a dark path. Sounds good? Great, because we're rolling with it. By the end of day 1, we had set up a basic game framework that would make tomorrow's work much quicker. And on day 2, we began work on level 1. This one is Phoenix's dream, and he had some crazy ideas, but we were determined to make it all happen. You have robot boxers, moving platforms, a gaming computer that you can plug in, friendly robots that tell you how to play the game, and a spinning boxing glove obstacle course. We wanted to move on to level 2 as fast as possible, but we didn't want to sacrifice quality. So instead, we decided to work on multiple levels at once. While Rick, Phoenix, and I developed the retro zone, Skeleton and Sinead developed the garage. We made quick progress, but it was not without hurdles. There were annoying bugs and problems with ideas not working out. We found ourselves rethinking and redesigning a lot of the level in order to focus on fun rather than aesthetic, because in the end, our goal was just to make an enjoyable little experience, and we wanted to have fun making it. After making good progress on the first level and the garage, we went to sleep. On day 3, we went right back into it. If we were going to stay on pace, the first level had to be done today. While our health rapidly declined, we powered through the day with no hiccups. The retro zone was complete, and our stress levels started to relax. At this rate, we would finish the game with a few days to spare. This will be important later, but now it's day 4. I'm starting to get tired of working on the same thing every day, so I decided to make some sound effects. Until this point, the game has been in complete silence. Rick starts work on his construction level, and Sinead starts modeling a floating island for his level. Things are looking great, and I'm enjoying making some wacky little noises. Soon, they're all implemented and ready to go, and Rick completes the construction zone. The art style starts to take shape, but also varies from level to level. At this point, 2 out of the 5 levels are done. There are 6 days left, but the pressure is on. By the end of the day, we're worried about the time constraint again, but no matter what happened, we were determined to put something cool out there. However, on day 5, we hit a roadblock. 3 out of the 5 team members were busy all day, meaning that little could be done. So in an attempt to keep things moving, I composed some music for the levels we already had done, while Skeleton and Rick started work on the library zone. But soon after, Skeleton had to go back into skeleton mode. Also, level 3 was already in development, and level 4 needed more planning. We didn't make much progress that day, but there really wasn't much to be done about it. Regardless, day 6 rolled around. Luckily, the team was back together, and we were going all in on that library level, while Janae continued on that island. Skeleton came through with some psychedelic ideas, but I won't spoil it for you. Also this time, Skeleton composed some music for his level. Things were going smoothly, but there was still no way to exit the dreams. You see, in the garage, there's a dream machine, we call it the Dream Catcher, and you use it to go into a dream. But there ain't no way out, buddy. So Phoenix had the idea to create a lever that, when pulled, would smash you with a boxing glove, waking you up. This would place you back in the garage, where you could revisit the machine to enter any dream of your choosing. Now, we had a basic idea of how we would develop the library zone, and we were back on track. This would prove to be vital, because this would allow us to test the game before submitting the entry. Testers could tell us bugs, and things that need to be changed in order to make the best possible experience. But now, day 6 was over, and day 7 began. But unfortunately, it was down to Rick and I again. We spent the whole day finishing up the library zone and nearly burnt out. The stress of doing so much in so little time really creeped up on us. And by the end of the day, we were zombies. With what little motivation we had to stay awake, we began work on the Sky Zone. This was my level and I was excited, despite being half asleep. Before our bodies gave out, we had managed to set up the backbone of the level at least. It was a long day and a short rest, but on day 7, a miracle happened. My savior, my best friend Astro, blessed me with a large iced sweet tea from McDonald's. I rushed down the steps to claim it, but I slipped on a patch of ice and nearly broke my spine. But it was worth it. Empowered by the golden juice of the Food Corporation, I was ready to finish my level, even if I was alone. But, to my luck, I wasn't alone for long. Rick came to the rescue, and we finished off the Sky Zone. Now, all that was left was Janae's level. But by the end of the day, we had no clue how to make it. The plans we created before were vague at best, and there wasn't much to work with. Day 7 was over, and we were terrified. Most of the team was busy, and we only had a few days left to finish the final level and tie the game together. Not to mention the rest of the music, sound effects, menus, and story. And after an uneasy night's rest, we rushed back to work. Rick and I powered through the Fantasy Zone's development, finishing off the final parts. Phoenix developed a puzzle and the final 2 abilities. The day felt like a blur, and it was midnight before we knew it. And in the final hours of day 8, we polished up the game and turned it into something playable. With 2 days to spare, we felt accomplished. Through thick and thin, we managed to combine 5 people's wildly different ideas into a cohesive game. And on days 9 and 10, we opened up the game for testing. At first, everything broke. But little by little, we pulled through the technical difficulties. In the end, we all came together to complete the story. If it wasn't for each person's contributions, no matter big or small, the game would not be what you see today. It was through constraint that we found creativity. It was through stress that we found teamwork. And it was through dreams that we made this game a reality. Although it had its ups and downs, we all had a blast. There's nothing more strengthening than coming out on top of a challenge with some buddies. To whoever submitted an entry for the game jam, good luck. And to whoever wants to join in one day, go all in. Make something cool and have fun doing it. Thank you Rick, Skeleton, Phoenix, and Janae for this awesome memory. If you want to try the game out, check the link in the description. Anyway, see you later.